Hey guys, this is Garies. Welcome back to another episode of Survival Done. We are back here in Minecraft Plus and we are continuing, or rather finishing up or wrapping up the auto smelting we've been doing for an episode or two. Sorry, we've missed a episode or two or a week. Last week I got occupied and I couldn't get to recording. Sorry for skipping. But to make up, I did make a bonus episode that will launch alongside this episode. It's basically a world tour of all my previous worlds, so from the beginning to where we're at now. And I think at episode 50 we will do a world tour of this episode, of this save or this world as well. But okay, so what we've done, we've connected this chest to an auto smelting area down here at the back, which will also, after it finishes auto smelting, it will bring up items into here and it will deposit it into our normal sorting system. Okay, so down here, here's where the items come in and they go get sorted here. So we've already done the sorting system. So this will be all the items that can be smelted in a blast furnace. These 5 filters. These 5 filters will be all items that can be smelted in normal furnace. So I had to end up changing some things here, as there was problems with the routing and so on. So it might look a little bit different from a previous episode. Alright, so everything that can be smelted in here. So for instance, this one, we can have it in a blast furnace or a normal furnace, but let's connect it to the blast furnace. Okay, so the first one is iron ore, second one is gold ore, and the third one will be another gold ore. So we have 2 more spots, so we'll see what we can put in those. Over here I put in cobblestone. Okay, it looks the same, but these are placeholder cobblestones, the ones you put into your animal and rename for 1 XP. Over here we put in stone, so if we dump in stone we'll get those smooth stone, and over here we still have placeholder, placeholder, placeholder. Maybe we can swap this out for wood or something. That way we can make charcoal. Okay, but anyway, so let's go grab something. There's something that's weird though with the test I did. It looks like some of the items goes up into that block and it doesn't look like it's coming back down. I don't know why. So let's see, let's try this again. So stone, normal stone, so we are 33, 4 stacks and 33. So let's take a stack of that, put away that one. So it's 1 2 3 4 and 33. So 4 4 3 3 4 3 3. This is an easy way to remember it. Okay, actually we can, let's go use our chest up there. Let's actually do 4 stacks. And that way we'll be able to see the whole system going. Don't want to get stuck behind stuff. Okay, so it will go down, it will root there, and it will fill this. And we are using bamboos to smelt the items, because bamboo is quite a useful renewable fuel source. Okay, so once it's done, it will get thrown into there and will go up there. So it will usually do 8 at a time. It looks like it's going. See, one looked like it disappeared there for a split second. Let's go up here and make sure. See that one? It looks like it goes into that Maybe we should not make that a source block. Yeah, the problem is we have a little bit of a space issue, because that's right here. This could actually be a cool feature. You see that one disappear again. What if we put 2 blocks? And one disappear again. Or otherwise we must put the water block here. We must kill that source block. That might work. Let's kill that source block. It will slow down considerably. See, it shoots into this block and then it just disappears. I've actually went up and checked and I do not see the items up there. Well, don't know what else to do. Oh yeah, well, let's go on to the next thing. So as you would have seen, see, here it is. So somewhere we do pick it up still. Need to make a plan here. See, it goes, it's right there. What if we put a water block? There and there. We actually need to do that way. Okay, that might. Nope, just disappeared again. Okay, well, I'll troubleshoot this off cam. We're wasting too much time with that. So let me quickly sleep and we can continue with our episode. Okay, so we've automated a bunch of things the past couple of days. Money, we've automated iron, we've automated smelting, we've automated a lot of things. So another thing I want to automate before we move on to the next thing. So we want to go to the Nether and we need to go finish that blaze rod farm, but blazes keep on attacking us and we lose durability and stuff. So I would want to get a better potions going. And we don't have any potion, but let's go here. Potion. Fire. There's a fire resist potion that we get. So with this we need magma cream and we need a bunch of blaze powder, but we have a few enough for that, so that's okay. But we need to make potions. But I was thinking, why do all this trouble? Why not just automate the potions? So I have worked a little bit off cam in a creative world how to set up a automated potion brewing thing. I've never done automated potions before, so I thought this might actually be a good opportunity. So I was so unfortunately we're going to go back into my creative world. I want to go see 1 2 3, not even 4. I want to go see if we can what do you call it, or if we can, I want to go show you guys how to automate a potion system. So let me load up my creative world and I'll bring you back in. Okay, so we're over here in a test world. So I've went through a few iterations on how to automate the the potions. But before we get to the potions, let me show you how we're going to supply the brewing stand with water bottles. Okay, so this is still buffered. Okay, so we're going to have a dispenser with a bunch of water or glass bottles with a water source in front of it and a hopper underneath it running in a straight line towards the the brewing stand. So, and there's going to be a clock to it. If it sees there's something, it will start a clock and it will fire and fill up the water and fill up these the hoppers with the water bottles. Okay, and once it's filled, when it sees it's filled, this comparator will send a signal of certain strength, and once it reaches a certain strength, it will send a signal into here and it will disable this dispenser, meaning it will stop firing. Otherwise it's going to flood and overfill everything with water bottles. So let me just show you a quick example. So those water will go out and now it won't have a strong enough signal. See, the signal will only get up to here, and once this gets filled up, here we go, you see, and then it disables it. And easy peasy. Okay, so this is my final product that I worked. I tried to compact it a little bit, but I gave up because I couldn't get the delay quickly enough. Okay, so let me show you how a brewing stand works. Okay, so we need awkward potions. I don't have awkward potions. Okay, we'll make some. Okay, so if we have a chest, okay, and we want to put in, I hate this. This happens because I don't sleep. It's this world, not needed. No, it starts raining. Okay, so we have a chest and we want to have our potions in there. Okay, so we can have a hopper and we can have a brewing stand on that. But the problem is, as soon as we put in water, the hopper pulls it and it pushes it into the chest, which is fine. We want that kind of, but we don't want to have it happen all the time. So the easy solution is to disable that hopper, and now if we have water in there, it won't pull it. Okay, then we can give it its fuel source and it, its crafting resource and its fuel source, and it will make us some awkward potions. So that's what we want. Okay, so I'm just going to craft it up because we need to differentiate between certain things down the line. Okay, I'm just going to destroy this. Don't need that. We don't need that. Okay, so it's done. Okay, so now we can enable the hopper again and it will pull it down into the chest, and then we can disable it and then we can send in water blocks again. So what we can do, we can have it this way for water bottles, and it will fill it with water and it will stop because the crafting stand is full of a brewing stand. Okay, so fuel you can put in from a side and it will always get to the side. So I don't know if you noticed earlier when I shift clicked, it went to the top. Okay, now it doesn't. Now it doesn't. Don't know why. Okay, but if you go from the top, you can give the crafting materials for the potion from the top. Okay, so that's a way to do that. Okay, so this is basically how it works. So you need to disable and enable this all the time. But now, if we enable the hopper, it will pull down this water, but while it pulls this down, this hopper will already put in and it will keep on pulling and pushing. So at the end of the day, it's not only going to pull in awkward potions, it's going to pull in water as well. So while this one is enabled, we must disable this one. And that's a bit more tricky than it sounds. I wonder if we can do it this way. I haven't tried it this way. Yep, no, it gave water. You see, it's too quick. It could have worked. But anyway, doesn't matter. So I tried to compact it that way, but it ended up, the timing ended up being a nightmare. So we're going to stick to this source, or this way of doing it. So there's water bottles, and this water bottles is an awkward potion. So let's fill up a brewing stand with awkward potion so that I can show you it works. No, not a water bottle. Awkward, awkward. Okay, so we need water bottle here, water bottle there, water bottle there, resources there, fuel here. Okay, so I wanted just to have one fuel and one resource at a time. Okay, so this is basically how it's going to work. So it's now it's done. It's worked, making the awkward potion. It burned and it crafted, so it's done. Now we need to pull it down. Let's put a chest here. So if we hit this button, it will disable this hopper or enable it, so it will pull that. But because the signal is up here, this hopper is disabled, so it won't push in anything. And then we'll send a quick signal, which has an 8-tick delay, or 12-tick delay, sorry, because each hopper or each item the hopper pulls, I believe, is 12 ticks. That's how I calculated this, because 2 ticks times 3, it's 6 ticks. So that's 3, 6, and just an extra one just for what's the guy's name? Just for Justin, just in case. Okay, so let's send a signal and you'll see what happens there. It will pull out and then it will fill in from all sides, and now it will cook that and will make awkward potions, and you'll see there's the 3 awkward potions and the waters is out. So now we'll connect that water source that we made there to these 3 in some way or some fashion or another, and connect them, and they will always have water in them as long as that thing has empty bottles. And then this will route to the next, there will be another station like this to the side. In place of water bottles, it will be awkward potions, so we'll always have awkward potions ready to go. And then that one, in place of this resource, which is nether wart, we'll send it in, so we'll have basically another source like this, with a bunch of hoppers or droppers or whatever you want to use, dispensers, with different resources, and depending on what potion we want, that hopper or dropper is going to fire the relevant resource to make a potion. So if you want a potion of fire resist, it will drop a magma cream and will drop in from the front or the top, so this one won't be disabled, okay, because it will always only get one resource. The fuel will get one, it will still be disabled. Just want to make sure. Let's take out that. Let's take off that one. It will get its fuel. Okay, it will get that. Good. Just wanted to make sure. And then when it is done, it will come to a chest close to us, and that is it. So in the next episode we will build this in our survival world. So let me switch over to the survival world and we can do the outro before we run out of time too much. Okay, back here in the survival world, I just placed a slab here it's waterlogged, so hopefully that helps. And place 2 slabs here. So hopefully this will help. I'll test it a bit off cam, see if the auto smelting works a little bit better. If we lose 1 or 2, that's not a problem, but with that 4 stacks we almost lost about 80% of a 4th stack, so that's not good. That's really not good. And it's time to go sleep. So I hope you guys understood what I was trying to show or explain in the creative world with the auto crafting of the what do you call it, of the potions. The other thing is, I was thinking there will be lock the dropper or the hopper, sorry, underneath the brewing stand. I was thinking making a filter, but that's difficult because water bottles is not stackable, so that does not work. So that's why I'm trying to figure out another way of doing it. If you notice, there was a way that I tested the filter, but yeah, just couldn't get it to work. So that's why there's a different iterations of the auto crafting. There is much more complicated auto crafting of potions out there. Other YouTubers also did it, and some of them are very complicated. I know I usually explain things a bit complicated, but I think it's in the end it's very simple to follow. You can root in items simply and all that. So I think that makes it a bit more user friendly, to put it that way, even though my explanation sucks. But in the next episode we will build it. We'll build it here in a potion room. Let me show you where I was planning to do it. I was planning to do it right here. Already started clearing out an area. I wanted to do a reveal next episode, but it's okay. Oh, the other thing is I want to make it a hidden door here. We'll have a selector panel here, depending on what we want. We press a button and the items will pop out over here, and we'll still have the option of auto crafting, so we'll only have these 3 over here, I believe. Maybe I can take this water, nah, doesn't matter. So we'll only have these 3, and we'll have manual potion brewing if we want to, maybe new potions in the future which we haven't set up. So the item selector will be with a item frame and so on. I'm still figuring out the logistics of that, but yeah, that's 8 potions. I think that's more than enough. Then the weird ones we'll manually craft. Yeah, I think that's good. But in any case, let's call it an episode. Thank you for joining me, guys. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to my channel. I would appreciate that a bunch. But for now, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers!